As the sun rises in Edoran, the heroes were summoned by Queen Emelina Brightharvest for an important task. Emelina needs the heroes to build a new town just north of Zoldra. The heroes, each with their own set of skills, get to work on the town immediately, starting with the city well they expand out, building various structures from homes to churches to schools. The town was a roaring success. In the wake of their labor of love, building a flourishing town near Zoldra, the heroes were summoned by Queen Emelina Brightharvest for a mission of dire urgency. They learned of a grave crisis. The Empress of Edoran, whose magical essence intertwined with the land, had fallen into a coma. Her nightmares, potent and dark, bled into reality, distorting the very fabric of Edoran. The Empress is essential to magic in the realm, and therefore her life is protected by the greatest army in the West. But somehow, she was attacked psychically by an unknown enemy in an unknown location. Some kind of powerful magic put the Empress into a coma and caused her dreams to become reality in real life. Her nightmares manifest in cities as real-life events, destroying everything in their wake. Tasked with journeying to Zhaltea, the city of technological marvels, where magic danced with machinery, the heroes set off in a flying dirigible. Their mission was critical. They must wake the Empress at all costs. The heroes, having access to Zoldra's resources, take flight in a dirigible in an effort to avoid the nightmares on the ground, but they ran into a supernatural storm that tore the dirigible apart. They crash-landed in a forest and had to continue their trek on foot. The journey on foot through the nightmare-infested land was treacherous, yet in a twist of fate, they encountered 3 hill giants who offered passage to Zhaltea in exchange for a feast. The hill giants' big fumbly hands were unable to make the wondrous food they dreamed of. If the heroes could prepare the giants a grand feast, the giants would carry the heroes on their backs to Zhaltea. With culinary prowess and ingenuity, the heroes sated the giants, earning their passage to the beleaguered city. Zhaltea, once a beacon of progress, was now a labyrinth of terror, overrun with creatures from the darkest corners of the Empress's subconscious. The only way to the palace where the Empress was held was through the city streets in the most covert manner possible. Stealthily maneuvering through the city, the heroes reached the palace, where they discovered that a sinister force was behind the Empress's coma. A priestess told the heroes that within Rakarol's mountain chain there was a dark energy that was fueling the Empress's coma. The city's army was sent to confront this dark force, but never returned. Fearing that the army of Zhaltea had met a grim fate, the heroes made their way to the Rakarol's mountain chain to investigate for themselves. As the heroes approached the mountain, a chilling sight unfolded. The entire army of Zhaltea had fallen. Soldiers littered the ground for as far as the eye can see. Just then, when the heroes were in the midst of the battlefield, the fallen soldiers of Zhaltea, twisted by dark magic, rose as a menacing army of the undead. The heroes were surrounded and on the brink of despair, fighting off the zombie horde with every ounce of strength. Just when all hope seemed lost, their salvation came from the skies. The dragons they had raised in Zoldra swooped down, clearing a path through the undead with fiery wrath. The dragons, using their fire breath, cut a path through the zombie horde to the mountains where the dark energy was emanating from. The heroes made haste to the mountains, followed closely by the zombie horde. The dragons once again used their fire breath to slice through the zombie horde, this time making a moat of fire separating the zombies from the heroes. At the mountain's entrance, the heroes faced Shadewalker, the dark entity behind the chaos. Shadewalker, in a typical mastermind mentality, revealed to the heroes that it was her that emptied the vaults of Zoldra to buy dragon eggs. It was she who tried to raise a dragon army. It was she who tried to get rid of the heroes by sending them to an alternate world that would surely kill them. When Shadewalker's plan to build a dragon army to conquer Edoran failed, she vengefully decided that if she can't have Edoran, no one can. She made a deal with the God of the Void to help her destroy Edoran. Shadewalker would use her powers to put the Empress in a coma, sending Edoran into chaos, while the God of the Void built up enough strength to envelop all of Edoran in darkness. But once again, the heroes were there to stop Shadewalker's plans. Fed up with the heroes' meddling, Shadewalker decides to confront the heroes directly in combat. A fierce battle ensued, with the heroes pushing their limits against this formidable foe. Shadewalker's defeat marked a pivotal moment, but the true threat loomed within the mountain, the God of the Void. This entity, a being of pure destruction, seemed beyond their power to vanquish. Yet, in a miraculous turn, the Empress's voice echoed in their minds. Now that Shadewalker was no more, the Empress's coma was broken and she was free. The Empress telepathically guided the heroes to a colossal mech titan, a fusion of magic and machine. It was the crowning achievement of Shaltia and the most powerful creation in all of Edoran. She signaled the heroes to hop into the Titan and pilot it. Each hero took control of a different part of the mech, requiring all the heroes to work together to make the mech function as one. Piloting this Titan, the heroes clashed with the God of the Void in a cataclysmic confrontation. The battle was arduous, and the mech was sacrificed, but the heroes emerged triumphant. The God of the Void was banished, its threat nullified, restoring balance to Edoran. Returning to Shaltia on the backs of their dragon allies, the heroes were greeted with euphoric relief. The Empress, now awake from her coma, welcomed them with gratitude and honor. In recognition of their bravery and sacrifice, each hero was awarded a home in Zoldra and a generous bounty of 10,000 gold each. The tale of their journey became legend, a story of courage, perseverance, and the indomitable spirit of heroes who faced the Void and emerged as saviors of Edoran. Their names, though unspoken, resonated in the hearts of all they had saved, immortalized in the annals of time.